And we're live. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
You
Hello,
know,
people. That honestly hit Twitter like 9/11 though when that meme came out.
What was the meme?
It was this morning routine guy.
Yep, that is it.
And he was just going over his morning routine, but it's obviously exaggerated.
Okay.
And he got up at like 4 a.m. and like by 6 a.m. he's like dunking his face into a bowl of ice cubes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like fruits in it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Dude, we have to see that shit. That shit's so gas.
Yeah, we should. Should we pull up the original video first?
Do you know his name? Let me see if we're live. I'm checking for live.
I think so.
Yeah, we're live.
No.
That clip.
Oh, my phone's.
I thought I heard volume.
Yeah.
That clip though, so many people just like went out about their memeing of it and like made their own morning routines, and it just like dominated Twitter for an entire week.
Really?
And the guy, he even like gave free publicity to this one. I don't know if it's like sparkling water, but it was like a water company.
Yeah,
because he just
purified.
He's got these bottles by like the dozen, and then he just does that for the ice bowl.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's funny.
What would you type in? Just morning routine guy?
I think his name might be in that video I have. But yeah, I think there's like Ashton Hall.
Yeah,
that has to be his name.
Have
you seen this guy?
I like how your description of it is just buff brown guy. Not
brown
even
guy.
Yeah, I think.
Is there a particular video?
Let's just go to this generic one, you know.
Just so you can get the idea.
Trying to full screen it. First glass of the day. Who does this? No one does this at 4 a.m.
Opened the book for 2 minutes.
I know, and then people were memeing and they were like, "It's the first fucking page, bro. You ain't writing shit on this." The fucking
Worthy.
This is the funny part coming up. You know the pool?
Yes, dude. That's the clip that I'm about to share.
It's kind of crazy to believe that all this fits into a short, though. Just feels longer than a minute. Yeah, right there, he had a 4-minute... He was in the air for 4 minutes right there. Because of the time. Bro's got a crazy routine.
He's freaking jacked, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah. We haven't seen him lift, though.
That's true.
That was interesting.
So looking at it, bro, we got to go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
So wild. Did he sleep? Did I miss that?
No, he doesn't even have like a full day.
Oh my god, it's already 9. That's crazy.
Yeah, 6 hours and nothing of note.
People tape their mouth to go to bed.
It's to prevent mouth breathing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's a big science behind it.
That's really... Because just walking up to the mirror like that, I mean, he looks scared of himself.
He does.
I don't know. Putting tape on my mouth would be some... I don't know.
I think they even call it hostage tape.
It's kind of funny.
But yeah, everyone memed the fuck out of this guy. He didn't... That water company, obviously, they didn't pay him at all.
Yeah.
But I think their traffic was like 10 times or 100 times the next day.
Really?
And like their social media manager didn't post shit about it. It was just like they dropped the ball on the marketing. But I thought that was just funny that he's like pouring these bottles into the bowl.
Yeah.
Like he's getting them like it's liquid death.
Yeah.
Like how liquid death is for us.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Just dispensable.
He's trying to get a fucking brand deal real bad.
Could you imagine we do this shit and it's like the degenerate routine and we're pouring liquid death and then fucking, I don't know.
And then the assistant hands us a plate of food and it's just 2 slices of bread type shit. I like the first. I like the first meme.
I did like his routine though. I did like his routine. It seems nice.
You like it until you realize he has to go to bed at like 7 or 8 p.m.
Yeah,
because of what time he wakes up.
That's really true. Yeah.
It's gnarly.
That is really the early bird. 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I only got up that early to work a job, not like to have a routine.
Dude, there's someone at my job that got up and went to work 2 hours early just to set their stuff at a desk. And it's like, you're not getting paid. There's nothing for you to do.
I hate those
Why
types
would
of people.
you voluntarily get up 2 hours early to be at your job for no reason? That's like 30 minutes is like acceptable.
Yeah, you're not clocked in or anything.
Right.
You're just chilling.
So
You're not
nuts.
even wasting the company's time. You're literally just wasting your own
time, your own sleep. Couldn't do it.
Yeah,
is that your main factor? Sleep? You just like, how could they waste their sleep?
Literally,
How could they waste their sleep?
That's Kahaya's main currency.
Yeah.
For real.
You're telling me they skipped on sleep?
Not even that, just like life in general. Like you literally just put yourself into work, like you're a slave.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you slave for free?
I don't know.
I hate those people that get to work early and aren't clocked in or aren't on schedule for that time.
Right. They don't do anything.
There was a guy like that at Kroger too, and he would come in 2 hours early. What would he do? He would start working off the clock.
Off the clock?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like, I'm just making it easier on myself for later in the day because he was third shift, and I remember wrapping it all up at like 10, and then the evening truck gets there. He's like, I'm setting this all out on the floor. It's all like cold shit, dairy and stuff. He's like, I'm going to set it all out on the floor and get a head start. Bro, you're not even clocked in till midnight. Like,
that's
what the fuck?
so nuts.
So he would leave product on the floor for like 2 hours, and then he'd be like, I'm just preparing myself so it's quicker during my shift.
That's
like,
so
you're not even
nuts.
clocked in. What's the point of working? There's people like that out there.
That's
that
fucking
exist.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
I mean, I get it. Like when you're A, getting paid, and B, doing something. But when you're not doing anything to like help yourself out and you're like not getting paid, just go home. Just stay home.
For real.
I don't get it. You could be way more productive.
It's like people are there for the socialness of it, I guess.
I could see that. Honestly.
Just like a couple more minutes for them to talk around and talk to people.
Yeah. That's literally the only reason I could find of them like getting to work early. Is just the social aspect of working.
I could see that. Home life sucking or something really badly. I could see that. Yeah. We should watch the Bruff Brown guy.
And then after that, we should talk about the fucking Egyptian.
Now, which one do I click?
Okay, so you right click it, now hit. Oh, shit. Here, you got hit play.
Fuck.
Where'd it go?
Where did it go?
Where did it
Try
go?
reloading it. And then immediately doing it. Let's see if it'll give it to you.
Do you mind if
Yeah,
I
go
try?
ahead.
That's so weird.
That's really fun.
Man,
Open the
I
side
knew
hole.
that this was going to be like, I remember scrolling on it and being like, he really stayed in the air for 4 fucking minutes. And now everyone's doing that critique.
Man, we were able to pull this shit off too.
Prior to stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
don't get
why.
Hey, it's
Wow, I'm sorry, guys.
as soon as we're on
Wait a
stream,
minute.
it doesn't want to work.
Was it because we had it in Bing?
No.
It was the same Chrome.
It was, though. You're right.
It was a different.
Browser?
Yeah, was this going back? Yeah, okay. Which one was it?
Buff brown guy.
Sorry, you had to say that.
First time that ever came out of my mouth.
New tab. Okay.
Wait, Kahaya.
That's
I just
Chrome
got a,
still.
I just got a question on the phrasing of this. So what makes him brown?
Yeah, this is a really good question.
Oh,
Why did
shit.
you distinct
Melanin.
him not as a black
Melanin?
man?
Melanin makes him brown.
Uh-huh. Okay, can you do it?
His pants are brown. B.
No, I need it. E.
Oh.
I need Internet Explorer.
Doesn't exist?
Oh,
Yeah, it
I
does.
guess it's Microsoft Edge.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's been rebranded.
All right, hit Control V. All right.
Let's go. Come on.
Not there?
Guys, we're fucking struggling.
We're cooked.
Let's just write a petition to Snapchat to not ever
Wow,
have
man.
a website. No one gets on Snapchat's website.
How did that happen? Like, we had the procedure down.
We really did. We actually were able to like look at it.
Where is the sidebar?
Is it because there already is a sidebar? Maybe.
I think we should go back to Chrome.
To be fair, though, Snapchat's website looks so wild.
Trash.
I think I can be a better UI UX designer than whoever made Snapchat's website.
I don't think
Yeah.
it started immediately when we were clicking it before. Try the shoe one.
Okay, I'll try a different one.
Oh no.
The shoe meme.
The shoe meme. It was a good one. I actually really liked this one. Damn.
That's wait.
Huh.
Wait, what reading mode?
We're doing reading mode, guys. All right.
Reading
You gotta
mode.
make notes on this shit.
We're just we're studying.
All
Okay.
right.
Here's the
Thanks for
meme,
starting
everyone.
this.
That took us 3 minutes to preview.
All right.
Hold on, my man got on them. I can't feel myself. I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute I would. Hold on, my
you
man got on them.
imagine someone looks at your shoe and just starts singing R&B? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good. I wonder if he's got the other shoe like this too.
Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
You know which one I was thinking?
Hmm.
Like the Rolls Royce
Oh snap!
Where that's
Or
like the lady.
Angel. Yeah,
or
whatever.
the it's not relevant anymore, but Jaguar. Now
Yeah.
that car company's in garbage.
Yeah.
I like the new.
They tried going woke.
Do I like the new Jags? I don't know. Do they make electric cars?
I think so.
Ah, really?
I don't know.
Dude, the new
I know
Link-
Alfa Romeo doesn't.
Alfa Romeo.
Yeah,
Yeah, doesn't make. Yeah, they don't.
which is crazy.
Yeah. The
Jaguar.
new Lincolns though. The Lincolns look so good.
I cannot stand.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
An SUV.
Wow. I pace.
Hey,
That's fun.
you know what video we gotta look up if we're talking about cars?
What?
Speed in China.
Speed in China.
Oh, sure.
He was, I guess, gifted one of their cars,
Mhm.
and man,
One
it
of
makes
their
the
EVs?
Tesla makes it look like shit.
I don't know, man. I agree with you that those cars look really nice. Oh,
Yeah, just watch.
shit.
It's this one. Seen this clip
That
before the
does look
podcast.
like a nice car.
Guess how much this is?
$250.
Well, yes.
China, let's see what it can do.
Oh my God! It jumps.
Wow.
It jumps,
Just
and it
MR
also
damper.
has. It's got like a lowrider mode.
Up, down, right, left.
Look how hyped he is.
This car can even turn by itself. Look, it can turn by itself. Hell no. It can turn by itself.
Whoa.
Oh, snap.
That's cool.
That's what
Yeah,
I
it's
prefer.
got 360 turning.
Oh, hell no.
So I guess for like parking spots.
China, hell no. China, these cars in China crazy, bro. I just want to
That
I
is
was
cool.
learning about.
Can we see the car jump one more time? That was fucking.
That's actually old tech, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, the car companies.
That is like Transformers.
car companies were like, "This is useless,"
That's
but they
interesting.
actually implemented it in this.
Yeah,
I wonder if it's a concept. I wonder if it's a concept car or not.
it's interesting.
I mean, if it's 250, you'd think that it's like at least a couple of past prototype stage, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy that, I mean, how the fuck do they have this tech, you know?
Yeah. How do they have such nice cars?
Like, is it
Electric.
they must have an entire system in their cars, at least in this one, that's like entirely different on how it's built. Because you're having every little motion move this car.
I think in the U.S. they build all electric cars like they started off the same with like the base. That's what I've heard. So like the reason why all the electric cars are kind of poopy is probably because they're all kind of built the same.
Well, like they're based off of
Tesla, essentially.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, starting with the battery.
Yeah.
Every car for battery has to have, like, a certain base to support the battery.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of deal.
Mm.
Yeah, like the fact that this thing's suspension or like even the tire pressure, it must be affected by some sort of like system.
Like a central computer to be able to
Yeah.
do all that shit. Yeah.
Especially
I
that
agree.
it's Bluetooth. You could just connect your phone.
That's crazy.
It's a little
It's
scary.
nuts.
Yeah.
Wonder how far the pairing has to go with like security levels.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not hard to hack into this car.
I mean,
Could you, dude? I bet like a 3-year-old could drive that car. Like, if it is like you can just turn it kind of off your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a child, like maybe a 3-year-old's like exaggeration, but like a 13-year-old.
Easy. Of course. That's easy. But the fact that it was able to like turn 360, that's a cool option. Or that's a cool
Feature, yeah.
Feature.
I wonder if it can like crab walk and like go sideways.
Mm.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
I did see. Did we watch the SUV that does that on the podcast?
The Hummers?
Do they have like circle wheels?
Yeah,
I think so. Then
it was able to do like 360 turning because of the tires went outward.
was it like a
I don't
guy
know if
riding
it-
around the gym? I think you brung that clip. Actually.
Yeah. I showed the bike that was on 2 balls.
Okay.
But I think you
Carb
talk.
walking. I think
All right,
it's
so
this one.
crab walking in the Hummer EV has to be the coolest party trick of any vehicle.
What?
Basically, what this does is it allows the rear and the front wheels to steer in the same
That's
angle,
so
allowing the Hummer
trippy.
EV to move diagonally. You just push and hold this button right here to activate crab walk, and while it's loading, you'll see this really cool animation in this giant display. Once it's loaded, you just turn the steering, and the Hummer EV stays pointing forward while it glides left.
That
and
literally
right.
looks like
And
it's
the reason that the
driving
Hummer
on
EV
like
can do
ice
this
and
is because it has
hydroplaning.
four-wheel
It
steering,
does.
meaning the rear wheels can also turn in the opposite direction as the front wheels, allowing this to have an insanely tight turning radius, which comes in super
Oh
handy
my
because this thing is
God.
massive. All right, so crab walking. in
Yeah,
the
I
Hummer
understand the turn radius, but what the fuck you doing with a crab walk?
I
What do you-
don't know. Anything
what are you doing?
besides
Trying to park.
parallel?
All right.
Is this just on the? Oh, thought this was a Bronco at first. It's a
Oh, it does
Hummer.
look like one.
I don't see how this is useful though in this scenario.
I don't either.
You're just navigating a walkway.
Yeah.
So wild.
Don't understand the premise.
Is that LeBron? Is that LeBron James?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
he's even got to be in the freaking Hummer commercial.
That's so nuts. Ain't no way, bruh.
Yeah.
I thought there was another one where we watched it and it literally like parked itself in the parking spot and it was parallel parking.
Yeah.
I think I've seen
Yeah.
that. I think I recall that.
I do recall that, but I can't remember what car that was.
Should
So
we?
we can keep going on these unless you want to go on, unless you guys want to start talking about the pyramids.
I
We
think
have a
should
lot to talk
dive.
about. We could talk about the pyramids, Kanye.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Any
we
of
should
these?
dive.
I think we should do the pyramid stuff. I think that's really fucking fascinating. Because when you were telling me about it before the podcast, that sounded really interesting.
I have one pyramid
If
video actually on YouTube.
800 meters, is that real? Come on.
Ultrasound.
What would be the technical name?
LiDAR.
LiDAR?
I think so.
Interesting. I thought LiDAR was just above ground, but you're saying that's below too? They could do below ground.
Maybe you're right. Maybe LiDAR is above.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not
that is
LiDAR.
above.
So it's... Is it radar then? Just radar?
Simple radar.
I'm just going to type under pyramid. Should pop up at least. Synthetic aperture radar.
Cool. SAR.
A vast
just SAR.
underground.
That's so crazy.
We should just watch one of these videos maybe. Or do you want to look at an image first?
Let's look at an image first. Whoa.
None of these are claiming. This is more what I saw. This thing. Maybe we can.
Yeah, that looks crazy. How long ago was this?
Oh, man, you see how it's trying to like dick me down?
Yeah.
It's fucking. I hate YouTube. Has been so dick about it.
Damn.
You gotta wait.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, hit the...
Aim to discover a vast underground city beneath the Giza pyramids.
Now they do it
But
through,
experts
I guess,
are
sound.
demanding evidence before accepting what's being called the discovery of the century. Using synthetic aperture radar technology, researchers Corrado Malanga from the University of Pisa and Filippo
Pisa
Biondi from the University of Strathclyde report finding structures extending over 2,100 feet deep beneath the ancient monuments.
2,000.
We've detected 8 vertical cylinder-shaped structures with spiral...
Like, this is more mind-boggling than the pyramids themselves.
Yeah, it is, honestly.
Easy.
The fact that they're hidden from sight and we don't know the actual, like, grandeur of them. Grandeur.
Yeah.
But there's a fundamental question that remains unanswered.
Where's the
Is
door?
this revolutionary discovery real or simply wishful thinking? How
That's
could
true,
such
too.
massive
Where the fuck did they
structures
enter the
have
pyramid
remained
at?
for thousands of years
Or,
beneath
like,
one of
enter
the
that
world's most studied
structure, get to
archaeological
that structure.
sites? The researchers claim their technology combines satellite radar data with natural seismic movements to create 3D images revealing an underground network stretching 6,000
This is just like Ancient Aliens, but the fact that this shit is real.
Yeah. Super fucking
Like,
true.
it gives me Ancient Aliens, like, presentation vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that these are all, like, scientists uncovering
Archaeology
it.
has long held that the Giza pyramids were built as royal tombs during Egypt's Old Kingdom period.
I guess
These
that's the
findings,
doorway.
if verified, could challenge this established narrative entirely. Dr. Zahi Hawass, Egypt's former Minister of Antiquities, has forcefully rejected the claims. These findings are completely wrong, he stated, adding that the techniques used were neither scientifically approved nor validated. Professor Lawrence Conyers, a radar expert, expressed similar doubts, questioning the technology's ability to penetrate dense limestone to such extreme depths.
Damn.
He described the idea of an underground city as a huge exaggeration. The researchers hope to conduct
Still,
targeted
walkways.
explorations, but
If it's not a
acknowledge that
city, then it's a
approval from
walkway to
Egyptian
somewhere.
authorities will be difficult. Egypt has historically limited archaeological digs that contradict established understanding of the pyramids. The findings,
Okay.
not yet peer-reviewed,
What I really wanted to
spark
just
fear of
see the image
recovery,
of was the
having to do with
spirals.
something of
Yeah.
the scale currently being claimed.
Because they showed the actual inside images of the pyramid here, but we don't see any of the scans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, SAR was
Scan?
scam.
Giza. Let's look for the actual... It's like thermal, is basically
You
what it
should
looks like.
click the first lady that popped up
Yeah.
with their finger up. Yeah. Let's see it.
Right, lads, I've got an update on the SAR Pyramid Giza scanning project. Last week, I got to interview Trevor Grassi, who was he's a
pause it
YouTuber, and
once
he was the
the
one that first posted the
picture pops up.
abstract of the Italian
Damn,
conference.
she made a
You'll follow the
long
story, you know what
short.
that is.
Yeah, it's a 2
I
or
got
3
to
minute
interview him
short.
on my
What?
YouTube.
You could skip
about
it.
45
Skip
minutes.
around.
Interestingly, when we were talking about all the
Yeah,
scans
here it
and
is.
how we could verify it, I'm going to show you. So, according to an announcement from the
There it is. There's the walkway, supposedly.
I don't know if these started at the base. I'm guessing they started at the base of the pyramid.
So what they're finding is like 8 vertical, like just 8 vertical things, right, on the.
So picture this. There's like 4 columns here,
Yeah.
and then there's parallel between them, and then 4 more.
Okay.
And they just go straight up, and they're spiral staircases.
Okay.
But what's
Is
at
it-
the bottom of the staircases, people still don't know. They are
Sure.
only able to deduce that it's a staircase because it's spiral
Okay.
in nature.
What if it's the fucking ancient Egyptians still down there?
Just raving underground.
That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
And
What
they're
if
like
it was
underground
like-
rave.
They're just having a party and they're like, "Whoa,
You weren't
guys
invited."
you guys look different."
What if there's like a Rosetta Stone or some shit down there? That'd be crazy. We
That'd be
can,
pretty
like,
crazy.
Translate everything that they've done.
Yeah.
Ark of
There's
the
more
Covenants.
history.
That's some Indiana Jones shit.
Yeah.
That'd be so fired.
Things they're trying to hide. Well, things they're trying to keep from, I don't know, public eye, I guess.
Yeah. They're
trying to
fucking
preserve
alien skeletons.
preserve history. Yeah, this is the way that they, we finally figured out that
I'm just gonna pull up an image.
they were just using the pyramids to communicate with aliens.
That'd be so crazy.
Super silly. But this is actually really cool. I actually really enjoyed this. This is
I think Google or YouTube are trying to hide this because this is like the main one that it's still kind of.
you could use DuckDuckGo if you want.
This is the one I've seen, and it's more convincing than anything to say. I know that's crazy to say, but the fact that
Click on that. I wonder if it's got a thread.
it probably does. Yeah. So I seen this. You can already picture. This is the pyramid at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you don't see any of the imaging, and then everything is below it. So these things are what's tall as shit.
I see what you're saying.
I asked.
Do you see the pyramid? I can actually see it now. It's tiny compared to
What are you talking about?
like it's literally just a tip of the red is a
Yeah.
perfect pyramid.
Okay.
Why is this sensitive?
That doesn't seem very sensitive to me.
Okay, so these are the holes or the pillars,
Sure.
and all of them go down.
That's interesting.
It's crazy.
I don't know how they're able to piece this all together to make a graph, but it is pretty wild. Don't know if this is the right account, but there was something similar to this,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like the actual image.
And that's a 3D representation from ChatGPT, by the way.
Yeah. The other one was thermal.
Wait, how do you
looking,
know?
Because it said in the description.
It's crazy.
But like
So,
this type is not.
yeah, sure.
Try and show you. Yeah, it was more like this that I seen.
That's really fascinating. That's really
And they
fucking
numbered each and every single little item that they found through the scanning.
Click on that video. I'm kind of curious about that one. You're going to have to reload it.
I like how it's just like, yeah, this video is just not available at all.
Yeah, YouTube has been giving me a strike. All right, just get out a reaction.
See what I mean, though?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I
Oh.
feel you.
I
I think YouTube and Google are hiding the results.
I think that they're also really mad at me for my.
They're onto us.
Well, they're onto my fucking ad blockers. So.
Well, hey,
New ad blocker every week. Suck at YouTube.
I really do.
no one
Have
ever
you ever
said
just looked
that
at the Great Pyramid?
ads are supposed to
and
be
thought-
legal.
Ads are supposed to be illegal.
No, I said no one ever said that ads were supposed to be legal.
Yeah,
They should be illegal.
they should be illegal. Yeah,
They shouldn't be
should be
disposed.
impossible to get me to a product. Like it should be impossible.
Yeah.
It should be impossible to advertise. How you
Um,
doing? How you
Doing
doing?
great.
Are you still tired?
I'm alive. This is interesting as shit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
More
This is-
interesting than the Kanye fiasco.
Oh shit.
I mean, this is this mystery is as old as time. It feels like, and so I
Wow.
like it a lot.
How did they actually do that?
13-minute
Oh
video.
yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah,
obviously
I'm gonna mute it. Do they show any other images?
Do they just talk about? Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
whole
You get the
Time's just
general
one
gist,
image.
though.
Yeah.
There are these 4, and then there's another 4 columns that go freaking 2,000 feet down into a base of the pyramid. And these things are all resting on, like, just basically two different bases.
It
Do you-
really makes it look like, as crazy as it sounds, like a spring.
Yeah.
That's why I get looking at this specific diagram, I guess, in general. Could you imagine if it's like just a big ass fucking rifle or some shit?
That's what I kept thinking. Every time I looked
Trying
at
to
it, I was
blow up the
like,
North
these
Star.
really don't look like spiral staircases. They just look like they're like cushioning for this thing to fall onto.
It looks
oh my
like
God. What if it is like a cushioning, like a shock or some shit for the pyramids,
Supposed to, like,
and that's why they don't. They're
move?
still here.
Oh, like a seismic, like earthquakes and shit.
Yeah.
So that it's like a stabilizer.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would make more sense than any discovery.
wow. That's a good point.
be
That's a good
nuts.
point.
That it's a shock absorber for earthquakes.
Well, most homes have some type of foundation, and especially in a place that has very like soft ground. Like let's say you're like in Florida or like, you know, a coastal place. You usually have to have like these rods go in about 100 feet into the ground to find something that's stable, so your home doesn't just fall off the foundation.
Yeah, right.
And so that's I mean, it could go along those ideas. Yeah, just like to reinforce the foundation of the pyramid. I mean, how does it not just like
sink into the sand?
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. I mean, with all that weight, for it not to be sinking, it's got to have a great foundation.
Yeah, I remember the high school we were going to was sinking into the foundation, you know, and that's not a fucking pyramid. And so,
Yeah.
So it's not just my house. It's all
yeah,
Kentucky.
It's a lot of Kentucky.
That's
yeah.
so funny, bro.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sinkage. That's for sure. And
Just
so,
the fact that they thought of this before anything. I mean, even if it wasn't for earthquakes, it's still like a great invention on their end for them to come up with a great foundation or base for this extraordinary building.
yeah, I'm really glad that they're like making waves. Actually, use the new technology to discover shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Egyptians. I was like, they're gone.
They are gone. Well, I mean, the people of Egypt are still
Yeah,
there,
that's
but
true.
like Egyptians, yeah,
Ancient
I mean,
Egyptians.
those people are gone. But yeah, I mean, it's cool that it's like actually like unraveling in front of us. It'd be kind of boring if it was just the same. I mean, we've been
All the time, yeah.
dude. They've been beating down the chamber, the little like. How many times have you guys seen a picture of that? Like the little 2 chambers and then the one thing that goes up to the side. I can't.
Yeah.
That's and that's all they know.
It's in every diagram.
And they're like,
about
yeah,
the pyramids.
yeah. They're like, they got a couple like hallways, but not for us. They're really small. Like I don't know. I've watched so many fucking documentaries about the damn pyramids, and they were always really boring.
Fair. I actually got a clip of Mr. Beast going into the pyramids, which was crazy.
That's cool. Okay.
Like he did a tour. I didn't know you were allowed to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he like bought out the pyramids for like a tour.
Damn.
Wow,
Which is crazy.
that's really cool. That's really
What
cool.
you can do with money.
Yeah, seriously.
It's nutty. You guys want to see a little bit of it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess so. Why not?
Does he-
It's on the YouTube playlist.
Okay.
No, you can't climb the pyramids, right?
That's where I think you get.
Yeah,
into
we saw
YouTube.
that before.
Oh, I need to go to YouTube. Yeah, we seen that dude climb the pyramids. I
Yeah.
think his name was Drifter or something.
That guy was wild.
Yeah, the dude got like arrested for a little bit, but then he like somehow
The
kept going.
Reds. The Cincinnati Reds. $2 hot dogs.
Yeah, I went to
$2 beers.
I went to the game this Saturday. It was a fun time.
Fair
It
enough.
was a really good time. Yeah.
This is
Pause
Is that Shaq?
It looks like Shaq.
This looks like Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let me turn it all the way up.
Pyramids. Who do you even call to say,
that's
hey,
right.
can I rent the pyramids for 100 days?
Yes, we technically didn't rent it. I have to make that distinction because Twitter
Doesn't that
got
look
mad that a
crazy?
YouTuber was able to rent it, which isn't the case. But they
It's
allowed
just
us
status.
basically. They have like hours during the day, a couple hours where they let tourists go through, and then anytime tourists weren't there, we had them all to ourselves. Yeah, they gave us the keys, so we could go in any part of the pyramids. We had keys to every door. We went down all the secret tunnels. We explored.
Hold on. The pyramids has doors?
Yeah, like well,
That's so
because they let
insane.
tourists go through there, and so they have some sections, the more dangerous ones.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Like they just put like bars there to stop.
That
like,
just looks
tourists from
so
going out.
dangerous.
Wow.
This part,
Yeah.
I know. This is
Nile
like
crocodile.
this
crazy.
is not a tour. This is like
Yeah.
this is an
Indiana
in-depth
Jones.
experience.
Yeah. That looks
don't-
like there's a snake in there.
There's Nile crocodiles and shit.
The fact
Wow.
this doesn't look like a tour at all. This is like a guided experience. I don't know what he's
Yeah.
on.
You know, I don't watch fucking Mr. Beast's stuff, but like, you know, that's kind of cool. I remember when he was talking about going to Antarctica, and that sounded pretty cool too. So
I feel that.
I don't know. I feel like he's a very experienced person. So that's yeah.
I remember shouting about like, Kai-Cenat needs to go to the pyramids and go exploring and like expose Area 51 and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what continues to be. And I can't believe Mr. Beast actually did it.
Yeah.
Man, so much shit has happened since the last episode. Like those astronauts that came back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do you know a fun fact about one of them?
Tell me.
So when I was young, I went to the Kennedy Space Center.
Cool.
I've been there. Is it in Dayton?
The one in Florida?
The one in Florida.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's the Kennedy one, right?
Yeah, it is.
I know there's one in Dayton, but I don't know what it's called.
I want to go to that one. But
It's
I
so
went
small.
to the Kennedy Space Center when I was young, like 5 or 6. And I remember meeting the lady, and she gave me like I don't know if it was at the gift shop or what, but like a space shuttle, and it was like a little inflatable toy.
Cool.
And then I got like this piece of paper, and it was the photograph of her, and she signed it. And
No
then,
way.
And then I realized, I was like, is that the same fucking lady that's been stuck in space? And it was.
Wow.
So I just have that shown at my house, just the paper.
That's
with her
cool.
signature
That's
on it.
so crazy.
That's really
And
cool.
She's got like the big nose and everything.
Well, don't make fun of her, but
Yeah, but like the big nose and big chin because
Yeah.
the gravity, how it
Oh.
affected her, how long she stayed up there.
wow.
sure.
So like that was one of the big changes that affected her when she was
Wow.
staying up in space so long. But yeah, I have an
Wow.
autograph of an astronaut that got stuck in space.
That's cool. That's really
crazy.
that's really
gnarly.
fucking
Yeah.
cool.
I
Yeah.
would be geeking if I were
Wow.
you.
I remember going to the Kennedy Space Station when I was young. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, a female astronaut. Like I would have never thought. And
Yeah,
then,
sure.
Like, I've just always had that picture up in my bedroom at my grandma's.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked at it one day. I was like, that literally says the same last name of the astronaut that was just saved.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like put the two together. Like, duh, she looks the same that she did then that she does now.
Sure. That's cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Not
That's
gonna
so
try and get a buck off of that piece. That's
Yeah.
history.
You're gonna keep it? Yeah.
Damn, your kids will be like, my dad knew the astronaut.
Who's like
First-
best friends one time?
Must be so crazy.
Yeah. That is
Man.
cool though. That is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Small
that's
world.
happened since our last episode. So much shit has happened.
Mhm.
Kanye turned Nazi.
Yeah.
Is he fully
Is
fledged?
he full?
I would say so.
But he's black. Isn't he?
Yeah, but
He Michael Jackson himself?
Do you have to be a white to be a Nazi? You think so?
I think the whole like neo-Nazi thing is like a sham, and the real Nazis are like Hitler figured out a way to live forever, and he's gonna come back.
Yeah, he's still living in Argentina.
Get his shit
Those-
straight.
those files were declassified recently, and the CIA does actually think that.
That he's still living?
No, not still.
Oh,
living.
Oh my
that he
god,
lived,
that'd be crazy.
That he lived for 20 years more after World War II.
That's nuts.
Because
And had
the
grandchildren.
because the Russians buried him, and no one really saw the body. You know what I mean? Like they went to the Russians were the first ones to get to the bunker of Hitler supposedly committing suicide. But would you really think that motherfucker would commit suicide? You really? Come on.
I know, like all these violent figures in history, like Osama bin Laden,
Stalin,
like
bro.
all
Like
those people's, basically the picture of their death should be circulated because it should just be like natural,
message.
A confirmed.
natural history, yeah,
Yeah.
and a message in a way.
yeah.
Just,
Don't
it
be a
should be
shit.
history and a message at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why they're like so hush hush about
Hitler in
certain
particular.
people's deaths. Yeah.
Yeah, Hitler's death is super fucking weird. Like I didn't.
I remember learning about it in class, and it was like, what?
Yeah,
I was so confused.
I remember. What makes me question why we learned about it? Why did we learn about it? You know what I mean? Like we don't.
I feel like even if you were methed out of your brain, I just still don't think that you would let that happen to you because you would be like, I have all this power.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be seen as like a powerless figure in my last few seconds.
And all your fucking resources. I mean,
Yeah.
that motherfucker had like 6 fucking estates, and you I'm not saying like I'm just saying that there's gotta be an escape plan for everything to fail, and especially when everything was turning on him. I'm sure he had a few hours to think about an escape plan, and so yeah. And it's like it's well known that a lot of Nazis went to Argentina to avoid the Nuremberg trials, and so that's not too crazy. And to think that he was there,
I mean, they did picture it as a safe haven, or at least like a bunch of Nazis did think that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way I kind of felt when I first learned about it. I was like, so you're telling me that you killed him, but like from the way that everything else in the story kind of sounded, it kind of just sounded like he found a way to escape.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have his like body.
They
for
just
real.
Buried it immediately. Nobody.
They're sus.
So you're telling me like
it's like those clips of every guy that's been in Afghanistan or Iraq, and he was like, "I was the one that shot Bill."
yeah.
Like, where's the pics? There didn't happen.
Yeah, like 40 of them all say they had that one bullet. Yeah.
Maybe he got shot like 30 times after the first shot.
Yeah.
You're like, I was the one that shot him, but were you the one that killed him?
That's hilarious. Lord.
Yeah, I always thought it was weird that they educated it because, like, you know, we're not educated about anyone else's death like that, but besides Osama bin Laden's. But yeah,
and even then, I still think he should have went out with a bang. Everyone should have been like, "Oh yeah, we drone striked him," but no, like it was apparently like a shadow op, and everyone was like trying to get in on his base.
That story's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that one is really cool. And he was like up in Pakistan, right? And he was, you know, was it like the mailman? The mailman was
like
the loose end. Something was the loose end for America to be able to get some info.
Yeah.
And they had to confirm his ID too. Like they had to confirm it was him, just to make sure that they weren't wasting anybody's life.
I know that he was living in some caves or underground network, just like Hitler was.
Mm-hmm.
It always ends the same.
Yeah. You're all
was a ruthless dictator.
Justice served on a fresh hot plate.
Yeah. But this was cool. I really enjoyed this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what got him into the pyramids if it wasn't all of his money?
His money, for sure. There's nothing else that brought him.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to go back. We were on a playlist.
Yeah. I mean, he must have just donated a lot to fucking Egypt itself and just... For him to just...
People really do be hating on him, but he does, like, at least help. But does money really solve problems? More money, less problems? I don't know. But he cares.
Yeah,
at least he cares.
He's a philanthropist.
Like, at least he's doing something.
Yeah,
positive.
I mean, the videos of him getting all those fucking turkeys for Thanksgiving to his like local town, that would seem pretty cool. Like, I don't know, he has a couple moments of philanthropy.
I still like this one TikToker I watch.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I don't really like Mr. Beast. Because there's this one guy who got famous, and he just goes around to restaurants, and he's like, I'll just have one of these, and then he's like, oh, I'll cancel it. Can I actually make it 100? And then like the owners always figure out, you know, it's like he's trying to give it away to homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
So like the owners are always like, well, if you're giving it away to homeless people, you don't have to pay anything. We'll just cover it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's almost like this guy got famous off of just being like a philanthropist, but in a way he's not really.
He's not putting his own money into it? Okay.
That's so crazy. Like half the time it's not even like his own money.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the other the businesses providing for the homeless in the community.
Interesting.
And I think that's cool because it's almost like he's the drive for that business to go and reach out to the community.
Sure.
So I think it's like in a way, it's not like Mr. Beast scale, but
yeah,
I just still think it's good philanthropy.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Everything ground roots is nice.
Yeah. But he records everything, and I guess he gets money from that, and then just does the cycle over and over again.
That's cool.
Jeez Louises. I could not imagine trying to give away so much food just to the homeless people. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
They are in a shitty situation, but like the homeless people around here,
they're a little scary.
I couldn't do it.
I remember.
Yeah, I understand.
I remember. Gosh, what was it? I remember being at the Chipotle up the street, and somebody asked me for, and they were like, "Hey, can you give me like a bowl?" And I was like, "Okay." And I got him a bowl. This is like years ago. This is when I first started living around here. And I got him a bowl, handed it to him, and he was like, "You put beans on it." I didn't want chicken either. I wanted steak. And he like threw it, and I was like, what? Nothing
That's
pissed
crazy.
me off more. And I remember standing
that
there.
That does turn you off.
And I was, I was like, and he was like, you could have given me money. And I was like, then I was like, oh shit. I fucking walked. That was one of the first times I ever tried to like actually do something, like.
Oh no!
That was one of the first.
The bad taste. in your
Yeah,
mouth
it really
after.
did.
Damn.
You know what just happened to me recently?
Tell me.
I was at the light, and it was next to Hard Rock. As soon as you cross over the bridge, and there's always a homeless person there.
Yeah.
And my grandma was like, "Here, just give him like $2, $3." So like I hand him it through the window, and then like 5 seconds later, this dude on a bike comes up to him, and the dude gives him the money, and I'm like, my grandma's like, "Oh, we did such a great thing. We did such a nice thing. I hope he's getting food later."
Oh no!
And I'm like, "No, too late. That money's already gone." And she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, he gave it to the dude on the bike, and the dude on the bike is just like gone. And she's like, "Oh, I guess we're never giving money to him again." But literally, the dude on the bike came up to this guy as soon as he got our money. And I don't know if there was like a drug dealer, if he was like getting him a soda from like down at the gas station.
Sure.
But it was just like the shadiest thing.
Yeah.
It literally encapsulates Cincinnati homeless. It's like, I just gave you money, and what are you doing with it? Probably buying drugs or cigarettes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. There was this, me and Kahaya were at the Kroger.
Ghetto.
Yeah, we were at the grocery store.
It is the Crow Ghetto.
Yeah. And we were in the parking lot, and somebody came up, a man came up to me, and he clearly was, homeless and an addict. And he's like, "I'll sell you my speaker. My speaker's really nice, but then I also have a Rolly. Like, let me show you my.
No, what was the brand?
Yeah, he's like, I got a watch, really nice watch. Let me just show you.
Rockaware. It was Rockaware.
It was Rockaware. What the fuck's a Rockaware?
I don't know. It was a big thing back in the day. I got this real nice Rockaware watch, man. This is nice, man.
And he was a nice guy. Don't get me wrong, but he was just trying to shake us down for some cash. And trying to sell anything that was on, like, literally, these are the things on him,
Right, yeah.
And that's what, it's so sad. So sad.
Don't get rid of the speaker, man. How else are you going to be bumping Fetty Wap in the parking lot?
I don't know.
When he came with that speaker, I was like, "That's this man bumping." Was this man just bumping Fetty Wap? That's literally how I felt.
Oh man.
It's an amazing sight when you see a homeless with a speaker, because there's no entertainment going on, but a bunch of sounds.
It's nuts.
There's a vibe.
Yeah.
I have some crazy clips that might kind of remind you, Preston, of how the homeless guy felt. It's on the
Which one?
Yeah. It's the prank. I think it's well, that one's good as fuck. Oh, fucking hilarious. We should watch this and then the other prank one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's half cut.
Yeah, it doesn't really show the full thing.
The bottom is so you found gum on the street.
Oh, pause it.
Ew.
Pause it. No, I know how to fix this actually. Yeah.
Used our brains.
We're living in the 21st century here, folks.
Our viewers are looking at this so small.
So why does
fuck?
Snapchat not orient it in the middle? That's what I don't get. They have their whole fucking login thing right here. It just doesn't make sense.
So you found gum on the street. I guess we'll replay it, but
yeah, let's replay it from the beginning. Never mind.
I don't think he can. Okay.
Yeah.
He did not repackage.
Yeah.
He repackaged the gum?
That
No.
he found on the
dude.
street.
Oh no.
This
Isn't
is
that fucking diabolical.
This is a war crime.
That's a food crime. That's crazy.
All right, actually, let's see how processed it gets. How many germs are taken out?
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
No, man,
There we
no.
go. See how many germs are taken out.
Okay,
It
so
looks like he
scrubs
sanitized.
it.
Still.
Okay, so
He put like a gum
He literally
base in
added the flavor back in.
I've never seen somebody reuse gum before. Man,
my
that was
God.
good. I liked that a lot. That was good.
If you
That's
hit-
like
Hit the back arrow.
That's
yeah.
like a bunch of people eating steak. And
Yeah.
then you're like, hey, I got this prime cut for you.
Oh no!
Let me just put some A1 sauce on it. and It'll taste better.
You'd be surprised.
Oh,
A1
man.
sauce does wonders.
Should we watch it again?
No, I'm good. I'm
You're
good.
good.
There's another one I have to show
That was
you.
a cursed video, Kahaya.
Yeah, hit the back button, and no, go forward, and then you gotta.
Damn.
It's
Yeah.
No, well, is it? No.
Prank?
Low. Yeah, one down. Yep.
Okay.
This is
cool.
how Preston felt when he was giving out that Chipotle.
I'll just take some olives.
Why is it steaming?
More olives.
Oh, it's burnt. More olives.
More olives. Yeah, just some more olives.
Did he say burn it to completion? What did he say? And then, why is the bread like that?
This is diabolical.
Excuse me, guys. We're giving away. Yes, ma'am. Just guys, just to be nice. You're welcome. Have a good day. You're welcome.
I like how there's, you know how some bags have like a receipt on the outside. I like how she just handed it and she's like looking at it as if there's a paper on it.
Oh my lord!
Man, that was really funny. I really enjoyed that.
Man, imagine just getting back home and being like, "Wow, free dinner! I can't wait to eat it."
She probably held it that way because it fucking weighed a ton.
I know. Just the olives
And the
sogging
smell.
on the bottom.
Oh, that's
I didn't
so
even think about
terrible.
the smell, dude. The smell is probably
God.
the worst part.
Oh man, that was
I'm
really
surprised
excellent.
that the bag
that
was not soggy on the bottom.
This is how the crackhead felt when you gave him something that wasn't fucking crack.
Oh man,
That's pretty accurate.
Lord.
the steamingness on the fucking toast ass bread is crazy.
Oh my god.
Don't you hate though? Every time I'm at Subway and I'm like making my sandwich,
Mhm.
usually most of the time I just want it like the way that it's done on the board.
Yeah.
You have something right here.
Oh, do I?
Right here. There you go. And every time I want it just the same ingredients that it says on the board.
Mhm.
And they're like, "Oh, do you want to add some stuff?" And I always just say like the random like lettuce, sure.
Yeah.
And they just always look at me weird when I'm altering like what's already on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what the looks they're giving that person.
That
oh my
person.
God. Yeah,
oh,
their
I-
face was probably like.
Because I feel like they're
Stink eye.
they're low key judging just based like, oh, this person doesn't know how to make a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
You're telling me all the bad ingredients to put on the sandwich. But that person probably takes the cake.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy has to be trolling.
I couldn't imagine if there was a line behind him too, and he was just taking up the time.
And you just hear him say, "And more olives, please." Like, bro, do you want anything else with that?
Dude, I would lose it, dude. If I saw that guy, I'd lose it. I'd be geeking in the line. I'd be like, there's no way he's going to eat that.
And at the end, she's just like, "Would you like to upgrade with a
Get
drink
some
and a side?"
Cookies or some shit.
No, this'll do.
It was probably like a fucking $50 sandwich. That's crazy. Bro,
You know that's
They
someone's real
fucking-
order out there.
they got rid of the
least one.
$5 footlong at Subway.
Yeah. Is it the $6 footlong now?
$6 for
No, I
Half.
actually know this one. They started doing a $6.99 deal on
Okay.
footlongs.
Yeah.
So inflation has hit Subway pretty hard.
Yeah.
it's not a full. It's half of like $6 for half of a footlong, when it used to be $5 for
weird-
the whole.
It's a-
You're saying 6 and
For
a
a
half?
That's a whole.
half a
It's
sandwich.
$12 now for a footlong. If you want a well-made footlong,
Damn.
like a number,
yeah.
like a numbers. I don't even know the numbers on Subway's menu.
Dude, I used to be able to get everything for $9 at the end of it.
And that's with the meal deal.
That was with the
Like
$5
chips
foot
or
long
cookies included.
Yeah, exactly. And I had put 2 meats on it. You know,
type shit.
and that was extra. And then I hate to be this person, but Little Caesars used to be $5. Now they're $6. But yeah,
Inflation's crazy.
yeah.
We're paying the tariffs already.
Those crazy puffs from fucking Little Caesars.
Yeah. Are they good?
They're worth the buck.
Are they actually worth?
Yeah, they're $4.
For how many times I've seen flying eyebrows as a commercial, and so
And the NFL, because I think they're partnered with the NFL.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
See way too many Little Caesars and NFL commercials.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's cool actually. So I don't know how much are they? Like a couple bucks.
It's $4 for
Okay.
4 of them, so it's decent.
That's not bad. That's not
Can't get much for like $1 or $4 nowadays.
Yeah, super true.
You can get a candy bar.
yeah. For $3, you really can't.
Get 2
You can't even get a
ounces.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the reason I know Subway now is because me and Cynthia have been doing that deal for a foot long.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been like a $7 foot long, and then we split it, and I think that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Fair.
But still, $5 foot longs. That's when
That was it.
that's
Yeah.
when the economy was booming.
Yeah. It was nice. It was really nice. I remember I had a Subway right next to my home, and it was really nice. It was a nice time. Yeah.
I mean, have you guys had the Domino's pizza? I'm sorry, we were talking about pizza for a little bit. We kind of left from that, but the Domino's pizza with
What about
the
it?
stuffed crust.
I tried
Yeah.
it once.
Was it
They
good?
just started it, and I've not tried it.
Okay.
But I like Domino's a lot, but I've
Yeah.
been slowly getting off of it because
Yeah.
it's like too acidic for me.
Okay.
And it gives me like acid reflux.
Okay.
So like I've only been eating like Jets, but I really want to
feel.
try the Domino's.
You know what always fucked me up about Domino's? I would always click that thing, and it's at the end of checkout, and it says, "Do you want to cheese it up?" I'm like, "Yes, cheese it up." But low key, that was like killing my insides
Fair.
for the longest. So I started clicking no, don't cheese it up, and it's actually
Damn.
been like a lot better on my stomach.
That's nice.
Fair enough. Yeah,
yeah,
I get
Domino's-
like so much cheese and shit.
Domino's and their cheese, bro, it'll kill you.
Yeah. I love Domino's too. I thought they're like so. I don't know. I do not like Papa John's that much. I don't really think Papa John's is like their sauce doesn't really taste that good. Like Domino's is the only like sauce I like. But me and Kendall had we had Jets last night, and man,
That always slaps.
well, Jets. I'm really biased against Jets. I do not like the deep dish, but I
Do you
got
like the corners?
we got the 8 corners, the 8 corner
That's
thing.
the best deal.
It's so fucking, and it was the Hawaiian barbecue. Oh man,
With like
enough.
glaze.
pineapple on it. I got some like like 2 or 3 meats, and then it's barbecue. It's fucking amazing. It's so fucking good.
I know people that come over from foreign countries that enjoy Jets pizza, like
yeah.
countries that have food like Belgium and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and they enjoy Jets pizza.
That's
crazy.
That's
to me.
crazy. I don't like Jets pizza's a hard one. I have to find my order. I can't just pick up any Jets pizza and like it all like off the bat.
Usually people shit like Italians, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of those people that have had the real pasta and the real food
Yeah.
usually shit on American food. But I've heard good things about Jets.
Yeah.
Do you know, I heard about Italy and actually how their dairy is better because our dairy over here is so much more processed, and then like all of their stuff is just natural cheeses,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not as well like processed. So all of their like pasta and dishes that have cheese in it, it doesn't like hurt people's stomachs as more than it does over here.
So, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I've heard that about the grain as well. That their
just the
grain.
noodles, the pasta.
Could you
everything's
imagine
superior.
if we actually processed foods instead of making it less healthy, it became more healthy? Like we would be a powerhouse right now. We would have like the best food if instead of it getting like having bad
Are you saying like
effects.
our processing is if it was in a good way?
Yeah. Like
If
if
it-
it was
yeah.
beneficiary.
Because all the processing was to increase more yield, so that less bugs would get onto the plants, so the plants would be more resistant to bugs. and then longer store like
additives to make it
the shelf life, and then and so
that's what fucks us all up.
and if those two things were reversed and it was just to go to the natural route, that would be
more
interesting.
vitamins, more fiber,
Yeah.
things like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Protein. Everything's fucking chock full fucking protein. All Americans are just fucking swole.
Yeah, just everybody's that guy who's putting the ice water
The
in.
hostage tape on every night.
Hell nah.
That's
I breathe
interesting.
through my nose like a man.
Look, don't get me wrong. I have problems with breathing through my mouth. Sometimes I don't use my nose when I sleep, and I do have a sore throat. But there is no way in hell I'm putting tape on my mouth to
Especially because it might even affect how your facial hair grows.
Sure.
Damn.
That's another consideration.
That's a good consideration.
So you're ripping that off and on every night.
Right.
It's probably irritating the fuck out of your lips.
Yeah.
That's why he has to do the damn skin routine.
Getting all ashy from doing the same thing over and over.
peeling you got a little bit of dead skin. You're like, oh.
Oh no. Rest in peace.
I honestly do wonder those people's routines, the ones that actually try and do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they just treat it like it's normal.
Yeah, I mean, look, every morning I do push-ups, and so I respect some of his routine.
Do you
do
500 in 0 seconds?
Yeah,
Like he does.
He actually did the push-up. He didn't fully extend, and he was just doing half push-ups, and those are supposed to increase your pec size, and so I thought that was interesting that he chose to do that.
Apparently, he pulled a pectoral muscle.
Really?
There's a dent in his pec.
Really?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a really fucking big deal.
That would suck, getting so ripped and huge, and then that one thing that happens, it just deforms that one muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even an ACL tear. You just end up looking like you have chicken legs the rest of your life because you can't train your legs as well as you do your upper body.
Yeah.
That happens a lot of the time.
Yeah, I feel like it's happening to me, that's for sure.
Rest in peace.
My ankle's hurting, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the issue nowadays is the mobility, just how much my spine is cracking every time I bend down. I don't think that's a good sign.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing I've been holding onto the pull-up bar, and I'll do pull-ups and whatever, but having my spine being stretched out, my legs naturally, and my legs being the weights that stretch out my spine, dude, my back feels amazing. I usually, if I sit here, I can't fucking handle it, but since I've been doing that, stretching out my spine that way, it's been fantastic.
And posture helps too.
Yeah, posture does help a big
Dude,
one.
my posture is trash.
Slumping in my gaming chair, and then you get up and you're like, fuck.
Guys, why don't we have a workout day? Come on. You could just come here.
So I have this clip, right? Basketball. Ain't no way.
All right, man. I get it.
Hey, we'll make this year a more active
We should
year.
do the hood check.
The hood check status? Okay.
Hood status checked first clip. Is
this accurate on how we should be viewing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, fuck! I know his ass didn't!
Great teams that's not Tommy Lloyd and that's not
Motherfucker, stop dropping them motherfucking threes! Number 0, where the fuck are you from, gang? Rochester, New York. I ain't gonna lie, slept on city, but they be active as fuck out there. You got it, gang.
Cole Brenner is there, so he pops back out, knowing that Jemiah Neal.
Ah, fuck!
Knowing that Jemiah Neal.
This motherfucker acting like he's spraying the whole fucking block up. Motherfucker, you playing college basketball for a school I don't even know how to pronounce. Number 0, where the fuck are you from, gang? Spring, Texas? Close to Houston, but it ain't no Houston, motherfucker. Fuck out of here!
A deep one.
Oh, is he just going through players that are doing
Throwing
these
gang
emotes and
signs,
shit?
yeah, and seeing if they're actually from where they're representing or not.
Be like, you went to a fucking
Catholic school or some shit. That's what the other video is too.
Hood shit. This is really odd. This is the oddest thing I've ever fucking seen. Have you guys watched that? Is that game tonight? Tomorrow? Was that Monday?
Oh snap! The bracket.
Yeah. How good was your
KY
how good was your bracket?
It died. I think my bracket's like 80% accurate. I'm not gonna
Wow.
lie
Good job.
right now. I might
That's great.
pull it up honestly right now.
Dude. Yeah, did you watch any games? I didn't.
No, I did see this funny clip of WNBA finals.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like game 6 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was just like critiquing because it was April 1st, which was 2 days ago?
Yeah.
So it was April 1st, and the guy was like, there's no games on, but there's this WNBA finals on. So he was like recording a minute and a half of it, and the minute and a half he recorded, it was just air balls in between both teams.
Oh no!
Like they didn't know how to pass. Their dribbling, you could just tell, it was awful.
And they're in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both teams are in the finals, and they're airballing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know why the viewership is where it's at.
yeah, that's tough, man. That's really tough.
You know, we might actually have more viewers than the WNBA.
No, you can't say that.
We just don't have the merchandise.
Yeah, we don't have the merchandise. That's the big one.
That's where they're.
I will say,
Yeah.
if you want, like, I bet on men's college basketball, and I sometimes watch like the score, and it's so tragic when a team, like, I bet on the underdog because the odds are like so high, and the team's ahead by 30 points, and in 2 minutes, the other team will destroy the fuck out of them, and it's like, bro, just make one shot, and for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, they can't make a single layup, they can't make a single three. It's so hard to watch. They can't make their foul shots. It's so bad. Like, it is just air balls in college basketball if you're not, like, top 10.
Yeah.
It's so bad. So bad.
Like every one
Annoying.
of the lower seeds that you see that are, like, in the not getting to the finals, but just, like,
They average, like, 50 to 60 points only.
Yeah.
And then you play against Alabama, who got, like, 100.
It's so sad, though, when you see those two teams, like, and you know who's going to be the winner. Like, why is this even airing right now?
Right.
They should just go to the next round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a bracket that's 97.4%
Wow.
accurate.
Wow, that's
but
really
I'm
good.
only ranked, like, it's ranked 600,000. There's
Jesus.
600,000 people that have a better bracket than I do.
Jesus Christ.
And that's because, like, the two teams that are winning were placed number one.
Oh, sure.
Which is insane that they actually made it all the way.
Is it over? Is it?
No, I think it is right now. It's Auburn versus Florida.
Okay.
And then Duke versus Houston. And
Okay.
all four of those teams were placed number one.
Mm.
So if you made a bracket and did it by, like, seed.
Yeah.
And then, like, just change a little bit of the stuff.
Yeah.
Your bracket would be pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
I know my grandma was freaking hated when UK lost
Against Tennessee.
Yeah.
My grandfather called me and was like, "Did you see that shit? Fucking orange people."
I don't even think it was that close of a game either.
It
we
wasn't.
gave up.
I heard they
we
got
gave up
dogged.
pretty early.
Yeah. It
It
wasn't
was
that
like,
close of a game.
They always had a 10-point lead or something.
Yeah. And I'm wearing Louisville right now.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't mean to, but yeah.
You're the team switcher out here.
I am. I truly am.
How many more colleges are you gonna mingle with?
You know, I have like 7 different college sweatshirts, and so
That's nuts.
I know, dude. I know.
Now you got beef with Xavier.
Man, I wish that resolved itself, but it never did, and that was a sad situation.
Now you just gotta keep a sour face every time anyone mentions Xavier. And
I know,
talks
dude.
about Xavier.
It's just like, you know, I really thought I was gonna be able to be there, like, just to edit for them and to actually work with them, but they just totally they just like, I don't know.
Rest in peace.
I know.
I
Trying
was
to be
super
dicks
sad
out
that
here.
UC was in.
And they put the camera on me. They didn't pay me. I did 40 hours. They didn't pay me.
Rest in peace.
And I asked every single person. Oh my god.
It was a span of what, 2 weeks or 1 week?
A month and a half.
Damn.
Damn.
And I did a month of like, it was my like
A work week, but spaced throughout a month and a half.
a month. Yeah, exactly. And so they told me just to like
And they didn't label it internship, did they?
and I got a verbal offer, and I guess I should have got it in writing.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
and I should have had a contract. I just got it all verbally, and I shouldn't have done that. And so yeah, I know.
Sometimes the handshake isn't the final thing.
And I only got a phone call, and then everything was through email, and so yeah, it was.
Damn.
But hey, life's life, and so I just hope they crash and burn. Just kidding. I'm just
They'll
kidding.
never
they're
win
not in
a
the finals.
crossword shootout. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where was UC? What the fuck? Why did
Yeah.
they do the
I
other
thought they were
tournament?
really good this year.
I heard
happened to
bad
them?
things from. I've even just walking on campus. I was
Maybe
walking
that was
behind
last
some-
year I'm thinking about.
Maybe I was walking behind some basketball players on campus, and they were talking about their team, and they're like, "We just can't make our shots. We can't make our threes." So that was pretty hard to hear.
yeah. That's
then
hard to hear from
UD.
the players. Yeah.
UD also didn't make it to the tournament, and they have been doing dog shit all
Really?
year. They had like 2 wins halfway through the year. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 powerhouses.
I've been to UD's stadium before, and it's interesting. It's a little tight, but
I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. They had like a player go to the NBA,
oh yeah,
and they did phenomenal during March Madness.
cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, we could finish the rest of these clips if you want to, real quick.
What
You
else do I
wanna-
have?
do you wanna
the
talk about
Ashley
Kanye?
meme.
We could talk
Or do
about.
you want to finish these clips out?
It's just one
This
more,
one?
the last one. Yeah, this was just that time I was trying to explain what happened with Ashley.
Yeah.
This is like the perfect video. I was trying to find it online, but I never could. So I just finally brought it.
What's up, my lad? How you doing up, man? I know goddamn well you ain't gonna hit my motherfucking car. What's up, my lad? How you doing, man?
So the customer is the guy with the jack that like slightly hit her car.
Yeah. I liked his eyes.
I know goddamn well you didn't hit my car. Tripping.
That's funny.
Those people are always funny. The ones that can make their eyes pop out.
True. That's true.
It's like y'all can do that without like feeling not threatened, but like just like do that with ease and not be
Feel like
scared
your
that you
eyes are gonna
can't
pop out
Yeah.
and not go
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah. Not feel unwell.
Yeah.
Not have a headache
How are
after
you
that.
not scared that one of them's just not gonna go back in?
That's scary. I still have that fear about crossing my eyes.
I feel that.
Yeah, I do not like no.
I just know people that have that type of sight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's a one I avoid too.
Yeah.
Fuck crossing your eyes for any situation. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we can
Not
talk
even
about
for the illusions.
No. Well, maybe sometimes. And if I need to fix my not say fix my eyes, but sometimes that you can only see things if you like kind of cross your eyes, like sometimes if you're looking through like a crack or something, I don't know, you just kind of have to like choose an eye. I don't know.
This is gonna sound lame.
What's
but
the Kanye thing?
Yeah, what's going on with Kanye?
Mr. Westy.
I don't even know if y'all want to resort to him calling him by his name anymore.
DJ AK.
That's
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's
Wait, what?
That's why I was scared to maybe show this, but I mean,
what am I seeing? Wait, what?
Whoa.
A full interview?
yeah, it is a full interview.
Who the hell
Man.
does this motherfucker think he is?
So I don't know if any of you guys remember DJ Academics. He's basically
Yeah.
Drake's dick rider,
Yeah,
but he's just a
guess.
Twitter guy, right?
Yeah, I know.
So they had this full interview I don't know if it's really appropriate to display because in the video, Kanye, he talks about all the people that have like wronged him. And he goes by calling them fat, get, ass, and then N-words.
Okay.
But every time he's like mentioning someone, it's like every other sentence he's saying this word.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like, maybe we could watch it, but bits and pieces because he's just so vulgar in this interview.
Oh, man.
Like the whole hour?
The
he's
whole
just going
hour,
crazy?
he's like,
cursing.
he
and
hates,
shit.
that he hates every type of ethnicity out there. Well, not every type, but I'm not going to put words in his mouth. Maybe we can just
I'm
hear.
a hater, but like...
So the reason this interview happened is because this guy got into contact with Kanye before he was going to leave the country because he doesn't feel like he's liked here anymore, so he's going to go to Japan.
Ye's going to go to Japan.
Yeah, so DJ Academics, he caught Ye before he went to Japan. I don't even know if he went to Japan. But like towards the end of this interview, he's like, I'm going to Japan. And anyways, he just doesn't feel like America's like the spot for him at the moment. And he's just like feeling hated. But I guess that's just because of like everyone that's in charge of his businesses.
Why would you not think that you would be hated after what he did on Twitter? Like, why would you think that's socially acceptable?
What did he do on Twitter?
He went on like this rampage and started posting like homophobic, sexist, racist.
Really?
Like tweets for 24 hours. It was like 24 hours.
It was like tweets that you would probably not even ever send like an enemy.
Yeah, it was
like,
just like...
It's text that you wouldn't even send your enemy.
Yeah.
Of like, I don't know, just calling them names.
Yeah.
And stupid shit. And it's like he was like a kindergartner that got a phone and was like, I'm going to say every bad word in a dictionary.
Let's see. Look, can we see some of the spikes?
Yeah, so
Just
the
for
reason
fun.
I was going to skip most of it is because the first 20 minutes is him trying to get the interview initiated.
Okay.
So, like, they get into this hotel and Kanye's just in a room. They wait outside
That's
the
so
room
freaky.
forever. And then Kanye, he ends up putting this thing on.
I seen
No way he has a Sean John shirt on. This motherfucker has a Sean John shirt on.
Yeah.
That's a Diddy shirt.
Is it really a Diddy shirt?
It is a Diddy shirt.
Yeah.
It's an awkward interview, though, to say the
He
least.
does.
Because,
Oh
I mean,
my Lord.
he makes DJ Academics, he makes Kanye, he has his security move like all the furniture around in this hotel. And then the whole time they're just interviewing but standing up.
Yes. Okay.
So like what the fuck? You're not going to get comfortable for an interview. You're just going to stand up. And then also before the interview, while it's airing, you're going to put on this thing. Like it just doesn't, none of this adds up.
Yeah.
You can tell it's like not
Do you
planned.
Do you remember when he was like, I love Hitler? And he had
Yeah,
that mask on?
That was part of the tweets that he was saying.
Oh, okay. It was part of that
Crazy.
stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So he gets out of the room. It's a really boring interview. I tried watching this.
Sit right here.
Just,
What is going on?
Sit right here.
I cannot believe this is
Yo.
Kanye, bro.
And then, like,
What
obviously they
happened?
don't end up sitting down. They end up moving all this, and they're like, we're just
I
going
want
to
to hear
stand
this
up.
a conversation. Like,
Father, at a certain point, it's not about.
Sounds out of
It
breath.
never was that. But when you're a celebrity, it starts to be about more of what fame is going to get you, what clout is going to get you, what money is going to get you over. Is this the right thing for your children? And
He just goes on about his family and his like lifestyle that he's living, and how his kids are still like supporting him because Kanye, he didn't want to go on Playboi Carti's album. So North, is that the girl?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
North, she was also defending her dad and was like, if you're not going to be on the album, I'm not going to be on the album. But like, who in the fuck would have thought that?
She's going to be on that. Why is she
Yeah.
on that? Okay.
So
okay.
Kanye, the entire time of this interview, he's like, and North's behind me because I just stick to my guns, and Playboi Carti's a bitch, and he's just like basically
Really? This is Playboy? That's interesting.
He's saying
That's
that
crazy.
he was saying Kanye was saying that Playboi Carti would have never been anything if it wasn't for Kanye. But to be fair, it was like ASAP Mob that gave Carti his real start, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of in 2017 they put him on like 4 of the songs.
Even
at
in
the Mob.
Yeah, volume
ASAP.
even in volume 1, I think he was on that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So it's just crazy to say like this guy just thinks he's birthed every single rapper out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Man. This is fucking weird.
It's a weird interview. I tried sticking through it. It's mostly just about family, about how Jay-Z and Beyonce were like gonna come after him for one of the tweets that he posted.
Yeah. Was he talking shit about them?
He was talking shit about their kids, about how they're retarded.
Oh, snap.
He was like, y'all don't want to talk about that though. I was like, damn. And there was like talks about suing for like,
defamation.
Yeah, defamation.
Wow.
Shit, crazy shit like that.
You know, I'm willing to.
And what I don't get is he's going so far to defend his child, but he's like so quick to attack another person's
child.
Playboi Carti's child. He talks about him in this.
Really?
Why are you bringing up kids in an interview, dude?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's not even your job. Like, your job is to be an artist.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know. There's a fine line between like personal choices and like public opinion.
Sure.
So like, if you're gonna wear this KKK outfit, be prepared with the consequences of wearing it.
Yeah.
Instead of being everyone hates me for wearing this. Like, of course everyone.
Yeah, like, do you not get the concept, sir?
Yeah.
So many people died.
You know, I remember when he put the Nazi symbol inside of the Star of David, and that was pretty crazy.
We might actually be able to see it. He has an iced out
version of it?
Nazi chain.
Nah, bro, that's crazy.
Might have been this.
Man just got himself kicked out of like 40 countries.
And there, if you watch
Still less than the Jew.
Aviator, him as a white man,
He wrote Graduation.
because he's a maverick, they fuck with him. They fuck with him.
Looking for the iced out chain.
Because I'm more anointed and I'm appointed.
I hope I never
And
become
I
like this.
understand the jealousy and the heart.
This is what the MAGA hat does, Kahaya.
Lord have mercy. It's a joke.
All these pussy faggot niggas could shut the fuck up. Don C. pussy ass. Supposed to be the.
See how he's acting, trying to act hard.
He's trying to be the next Diddy. That's why. His dad's
like acting hard. He's not even like about it. You're
This
in a
is
fucking
really sad.
I know. Watching one of your favorite people like crash and burn.
Yeah, he is. This is
fast crashing. This is a meteorite striking Earth. Meteorite striking a Uganda.
Yeah, I don't
type
even.
shit.
Dude, I don't think black people claim Kanye anymore, do they?
Who does?
No one.
No one claims Kanye, but
Bro, I bet Satanists don't claim his
I don't
name
even
right
think
now.
the KKK are gonna claim him.
He's on
They
the only
can't.
person that claims him is Diddy.
he's like, Diddy's like, yeah, he's on the right side.
He's saving him a spot next to his cell.
Lord have mercy.
Man, this is really upsetting.
Looking for the chain though, it's hard to find.
I just want to say that,
like people, like speech.
I like how this guy is literally just trying to be normal. And
Yeah.
have a normal conversation.
You just like you
3 sentences.
You know, as we talk about censorship, and even you say that, I still say the F word. Just like you've been throwing it around like you don't give a damn. How do you feel about like people, like speech is censored a lot. What we could say, it feels like you're trying to take off those shackles, and it's like you said woke is dead.
Yeah. Sorry, I was supposed to leave 18 minutes ago.
No.
Bruh.
So you're going to Japan for real, for real?
Don't drop the location.
What's out there?
It's too late.
I know
You're
you've been
doing
wanting to
this
come
too
to China. I was just
much.
like, it feels so far away, and culture, like what are you seeing? Like you just tell me what's on that side of the world. I've never been.
Hold on a second. Somebody just talking about
blue jeans.
this car. He said, "Yo, Cardi wants to sit down. Let's connect, gang." I said, "Who's
Yeah,
this?"
he's just so distracting during this interview. I wouldn't even call it an interview.
Yeah, it seems like a stand-up
It's just like
instead of a sit-down.
It's like a stream of thought. It's not even an interview.
That's all how all of his are.
Yeah. He's not even being asked questions right now. The question he was just asked, he's not going to give an answer to. He's just going to spew his own bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. And, you know, I remember in 2020, I listened to him on Joe Rogan, and he was really thoughtful and, like, normal. You look so tired.
I'm fucking exhausted.
You look so tired.
Kahaya's beat. We'll make it through this podcast. Don't worry.
I'll survive.
You're like over here. Like,
No. I'm here, but my eyes burn because of the lights.
oh, I'm sorry about
It
that.
is the lighting.
Yeah, the lighting is a little bright. I apologize about that.
Joe Rogan, played by Cardi.
No.
Or-
Kanye.
oh, fucking Kanye,
And
my
he was
bad.
really he was running for president. And that's
Right.
that's why I listened to it. I was like, you know, it was one of the first like episodes of Joe Rogan I ever listened to, and because he was running for fucking president. So I was a little interested in what he had to say. And so in that 3-hour conversation, he wasn't insane. And nothing would lead me.
There were no like racial prejudices.
There was no racial prejudice.
There was no targeting.
He was still Kanye. He was still like, you know, the Kanye that loves Jesus. So he was like, praise the Lord. You know, I don't hate nobody. I just want blah, blah. You know, he seemed really normal. And this is fucking a complete 180.
What happened?
What happened, dude? What happened?
Was it all Kim? Did Kim really devastate him like this? Like,
is he just getting fed arsenic the entire time and his brain's just bleeding?
I do want to say this. During this interview, he did say like some pretty revealing things, and he was like, I actually never wanted to have children with this woman.
Oh.
And he was basically just saying that he was coerced
into
a relationship with Kim. And I just find that hard to believe.
I feel it. I feel it's too hard as well because didn't he find her? Wait, was it her first and then him, or
what do you mean?
Did Kim Kardashian become something because of Kanye? Or was
No.
Oh no, the Kardashians were around forever.
Yeah,
and
she was like Olympian type shit. Yeah.
So like the premise that he was trying to say is that I have this woman in my life who has custody of the sons and daughters of Kanye. And he was like treating it as if it's a source of talent or like skill. It's like this woman is got my goods, but I'm like the reason that they're goods is like his.
Interesting. So
they're only famous because of their father is what he's trying to say.
Interesting.
And like he was basically coming up with this whole story about how she's got like the goods and doesn't want to let go of them because she knows like their star power, I guess. Like the level of fame that they can rise to.
Sure.
And I was just like, that's confusing to think about your kids as like a source of talent or skill.
Sure. Fair. A commodity.
And completely relying on that as like the basis of the reason why you want your kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird.
I mean,
it's unfortunate.
I feel like it kind of makes sense just like keep the generational wealth flowing by having kids, but then again, like when they're 18, they can make their own decisions. It's not like every celebrity's kid's famous, so it's like I don't know any other of the other kids' names.
I know Saint. That's
Saint.
an iconic name.
There's 3 of them, right?
Thought so.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why is North so... I mean, I guess North is, like, addicted to TikTok type shit. That's, like, what she wants to do is actually be a creator. But, like, still, it's, like, you don't have to be famous for real or...
Yeah. And North was the oldest one. I think that's why we know her the most. I think that's the most name exposure.
Now, here's a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
Are Nepo babies just industry plants? Are they actually good?
Name one. Name one.
Rapping?
Name one.
Or
name a Nepo baby that's in the industry.
I know a Nepo baby that's in the film industry.
Okay.
You know, Dennis Quaid?
No.
Jack Quaid? He was in The Boys, but it's kind of like irrelevant.
Um,
That's like the only guy actor that I know who's
Chad Hanks.
Oh, Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Oh yes, and he's in a few
He's in
movies.
The White Lotus.
Jaden Smith?
Yeah.
Does that count?
I think Jaden Smith kind of counts.
That's accurate. I only think that they're in those levels of like in movie fields or TV fields. Like, that's a really hard one to see as a musician.
Mhm.
Raising another musician.
Because that seems very. The music's subjective. People gotta like your shit actually, but in movies, you can be put in a role willy nilly.
I heard that Jaden Smith was going to be the Miles Morales in the next Spider-Man live-action movie.
Yeah.
Like, he was like a top pick or some shit.
Well,
which is crazy. I don't support it. I don't think he looks like Miles Morales.
No, he does not.
Some people really think he does.
And even Miles Morales, I think he's like half Puerto Rican or something.
Yeah, or like Cuban or something. Like,
yeah.
Is that the new version? Is that the anime version?
Yeah, that's the black suit Spider-Man. with the red.
So I remember also being told, just kind of like a little spoiler, that the Prowler was in I haven't even seen it. I haven't even seen the last Spider-Man movie, but they said the Prowler was in it, and it was Childish Gambino selling like the guns and stuff.
Okay.
Or Danny Glover.
Yeah.
And like that's going to be the Prowler when the live action rolls out. That's
Interesting.
what I heard today,
Wait,
actually.
the third movie's gonna be a live action?
I mean, they got to continue it, right?
I thought it was just gonna be animated. An animated third movie.
There's a Into the Spider-Verse, right?
Right.
Because there was
not the animation.
Not the animation. Yeah. Okay.
Like the next generation Spider-Man, like after Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm. I think he's only got one movie left, right? Something like that.
Know. And if he does, like, I think now would be a good time to find candidates for the next Spider-Man, the next chapter.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just celebrated James Bond. I don't know. I guess he was turning like 80 at the Oscars.
Who?
75, 70.
The last one?
Just like the entire movie franchise of James Bond is that old.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think the next one is going to be a female or some shit like that.
Yeah, they kind of hinted in No Time to Die, I think is what it was
Yeah.
called. Did we see it in theater together? I saw it
remember
with
seeing-
somebody.
I remember seeing that huge ass explosion at the end and being like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, they kind of hinted that the black
I think
lady.
we did see that together.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think the black lady who's in No Time to Die. It was hinted that she would take it over, but I don't know if she's actually going to get that role. But yeah.
When we were in DC, we went to like me and Ashley went to a spy museum, and it was like one half of it was like for like American spies and spies throughout history, and the other half was like just a showcase of like the cars that were used in the James Bond movies.
Damn.
But me and Ashley didn't get to go into that section because you had to pay like an extra $80 after already paying like $80, and supposedly it's just like a shit ton of Aston Martins and whatnot. But like, I wanted to see the Aston Martins so bad. I was this close to just like willy-dilly walking in there just to look at the damn cars.
I wonder if those compartments actually work. Like if the buttons actually like drop
That'd be
a
so
little
fire.
box of nails or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the craziest interview I've recently watched. Probably ever will watch.
It just takes it off, huh? Can we let's hear
the story of people who feel like, he's not here to defend himself. I think that's
Virgil?
the whole idea. Like, why say fuck Virgil after he passed? I think a lot of people feel like, he's not here to defend himself. And that I think people are just confused by that. We get the story of how you guys kind of separated and how you feel. But they always say sometimes when someone passes away, can't be for the dead man. It feels like you still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
I like how there's just he was taken aback by this.
What the fuck? Oh my lord!
You don't think about like his family and other people that love him?
I am an evil person.
You don't. I feel
You
like
don't
you've always
think that.
represented God-fearing ideals, though.
Yeah.
So how does that? How could you identify
I'm God.
that person?
God has the wrath. You only play with God for so long. Niggas is out here playing games. Don C and him starting RSVP behind my back. This nigga taking money, like kind of the Jim Jones situation. Oh, yeah, gonna come to the club. I was Louis Vuitton. They take that position. They put him in that position. They build the anti-Kanye club at Nike. Everybody that worked for me. And what best put it in perspective is Virgil is the Jesus of the niggas that work for me, right? Because every nigga that worked for me would have rather been me. Why do I have problems with almost every celebrity? Because they're jealous. And they
So what about the other
because I'm better
Spike?
than them.
Because I'm better than them. Yeah, let's just see that. Like when he first. Yeah.
Oh,
right?
that's when.
He just puts it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, this man is tweaking.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, the fact that he just thinks everyone's out to get him, like that's a different like level of paranoia.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can tell that no one is like in his corner,
Yeah.
being like anything remotely like supportive.
And I could understand how he thinks that people are out to get him. But at a certain point, everybody just thinks about themselves. Not you.
Not the
or
outside
you,
world.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, everybody thinks that everybody's thinking about you, but nobody gives a fuck about you. Even if you do hold all the cards, everybody's still thinking about themselves. And so, yeah, it's paranoia to a whole new level.
It's like
never
with
seen.
this interview, like he originally painted a target on himself, and then he put this outfit on. It's like he's painting a bigger target on himself.
Yeah.
And then like he's just gonna wake up one day and just realize he is the target. Like, and then people are gonna want to like get to him.
We're gonna either see him, and I hate to say this out loud, but it's either he's gonna have the biggest turnaround we've ever seen out of a celebrity, or he's just gonna actually turn into a Diddy, you know, but like politically.
If he's not already there yet.
If he's not already there, yeah. I don't think
Well, I
he's.
think-
I don't.
Yeah,
You never fucking know.
I think
Sean John shirt.
his message.
I don't know how you
come
could
across.
He's just flying with that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, they were saying that he doesn't wear that outside because they might put him in a hospital. That was his excuse.
That's crazy.
But wouldn't you want to
Interesting.
be trying to like piss off as many people as you could if you're wearing this
I mean, he didn't have to wear it outside
to piss people off?
to piss people off.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just did this, and
True.
this pissed people
That
off
was
just enough. Yeah.
And he said it's all leather, and he's got another one.
It's all.
Leather, eh? I wonder what type of animal he uses for his
I want to see
his enemies.
He definitely takes this shit off, though. You know.
I'm serious. Like, y'all should
one
come
of the
out there.
verses in the
Because, like, they're
Playboy
proven
Cardi's
to be-
new album.
was crazy.
How could
Kendrick
I
Lamar's
not?
like, Cardi's my evil twin. Cardi's my evil twin at the end.
Mm-hmm.
When he just said like, I'm evil. It sounded like he needed to be on that damn album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has that like vibe.
Yeah.
Throw that vibe around.
How what does this guy do to like chill out?
Makes pansexual content.
Wait around him. If you want to get to the guy, you get to this guy who then talks to this guy and this girl and this person. Then you get to them to make a decision. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
The fuck is he talking to Kahaya?
Feel like they got too much power and shit. That's like I had an assistant. I knew she thought she made when she started saying copy.
Well, I mean, if you let her ask you for $3 million, like you should have said, "You bugging the fuck out." Like you said, I knew she was crazy when she said copy. I mean, that's that person in the middle type of conversation.
And they got the power. It's like they can't help it. Like they can't help themselves. And it's like I
See
can
the
talk-
chain in the mirror though?
Oh yeah!
No, we see it.
Wow, dude!
That is iced out.
Wow!
And the funniest part of them all.
Thank
of
you
this
for
all,
pointing it out. Wow.
I wish I could find.
Crazy.
Wow.
How is this on YouTube?
That's what I was asking.
This is banned in fucking 30 countries, I swear.
I hope I can find this joke. Fuck. Man. He shows off his chain, right?
Have you worn this out in public?
Nah, you know the funny thing is I really wanted to wear it yesterday, but I thought they would like put me in a hospital for my outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they would put me in the hospital for my outfit. So
have you worn this out?
That's the new definition of trying to look homeless.
Anyways, the clip that I was trying to find was of him saying, "And guess who made this chain? And guess who made this chain?" And he was like, "A Jewish person."
Oh my god!
I was like,
bro, he's gonna have a nice ass place.
He was
in
like,
fucking hell.
guess who took this took the money to make this chain? And he was like flexing it. Like, what an asshole, man. Even worse for the Jewish guy that made the chain.
Oh, man, I feel...
Jesus, dude.
Imagine he's the one that sparked all this.
I'm never saying this man's name again. I'm gonna have to like take off Vultures from my playlist, bro.
I know it's hard to like do a culture cleanse from Kanye because he's just got so much great art out there.
Yeah, he
you can't separate
before a lot of his stuff. Like before 2020, he made a lot of beautiful music, and he was a fantastic artist. But man. I did not expect this.
It's like that one story.
Did he ever explain why he's trying to wear a KKA outfit?
I don't think he ever like came to a full explanation.
He's just like
I just do it to piss. I just do it to piss people off. Is his premise? I think.
Yeah.
What an aggressor.
Really, yeah, this is really crazy.
I wonder what other shorts I have.
Yeah, do you guys...
I was trying to find something else. What the fuck was it? I don't remember. Any chat?
No, just Ashley saying long time no see. And it has been a minute.
What's up, chat?
Yeah, it has been a long time since we've been on the podcast.
Do I have any more clips on the YouTube playlist?
Well, let's check it out.
I wonder if I have any funny memes before we leave.
That was really upsetting.
That's the thing I was gonna say. Is that it's the classic story of trying to separate the art from the artist. Now I understand what people mean.
Yeah.
Is if you don't like the artist, it's really hard to separate the artist from the art.
Yeah.
Like, how do you stay liking Kanye when he's doing all this fucked up shit?
It's hard, man.
And then when people ask you, like, oh, are you still a fan of Kanye? Like, not nowadays version of him.
Yeah.
Even when he was like going off the wall and saying crazy shit, he actually was doing like some low key he was like envisioning philanthropy type of ideas.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Like,
yeah. He was redesigning a community.
Easy Academy or some shit.
Yeah.
University.
All of that shit just fucking crumbled.
Spent it on a Nazi chain.
Literally, like, what the fuck?
When he was in his God phase, I really liked him, you know?
So did I, because that was so different from, like, every other artist, especially rap.
Mm-hmm.
It was so different for them to, like, come out and for him to say that.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, I'm God-fearing, I'm supportive of God.
Mm-hmm. And he had like church services, and they seemed really beautiful. And like he actually put like a lot of people in like a little choir and like in an orchestra of sorts, and like it seemed like he was helping out other artists, especially like other black people. But like it just all that stuff just they just went away. I'm like that.
I don't know how you can make it all disintegrate before your own eyes, but he has the ability to do that.
Thanos snap type shit.
I know. With Adidas, he really like Thanos snapped his portfolio. He's like, "Yo, want to see my Yeezy stock go in half? Do it overnight."
Just with these 3 words, I hate.
Oh my lord.
That's so true, bro. He's really that one artist.
Was to rent the pyramids.
He's really that one artist that is trying to really convince the world that our words do not matter. And that's kind of scary. Got a billionaire on one side, Elon Musk. He's like, I'm going to buy a social media platform. And then you got Kanye. He's like, none of the words matter in our life. What every word name I call you doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just don't get that.
I just wonder how he sleeps at night. I wonder if he sleeps.
Tucked away in that black
Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Wait, scroll down a little bit more. I think there's one more clip. The last two are pretty funny.
Okay, well, let's start there. That seems fun.
You've done for money? I did some. Hey Tony, what's the most sexual thing you've done for money? I did some deals for this feet pick company.
Isn't that crazy?
It was back when I wasn't making no bread, and they offered me the most bread I've ever been offered, and I was like, holy shit! And they were like, yeah, we'll have you do a deal a week, and I was like, what? And I was like, hey guys, if you want to sell your feed pigs, do it here. They was paying me a bag, bro.
Can you imagine?
They was paying me a bag. What's wrong with you? Capitalism, brother. Capitalism is what's wrong. I needed.
This is so fucked up.
This would be us trying to get our viewers to get on stake and fucking sports bet and shit.
I really thought he was lying in the first half. And then he was like, and I got a bag. I'm like, oh, he's telling the truth.
It's more money than I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's sad.
Feet pics is crazy.
That is.
It's actually wild. There was a guest on H3, and he has them on from time to time. I don't know about it anymore. But it was this guy, and he owns like a channel or website, and it's like barefoot drivers. And it's just people snapping pictures of their feet barefoot while they're driving. And I don't know how he found this guest, but like every time he has them on, they go through like feet photos, and he's like, is this a good feet photo? And like he has the guy judge all the photos that are sent in. It's just like, what is up with feet, man?
People like
Freaky
it.
People
really like it.
Some real ditties out there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else about this guy, but I forgot what it was.
You've brought a lot of content.
I have
to
brought
and
a
he's
lot of
actually really
content.
funny. I actually really enjoy him.
Yeah, I like him, Tony
Ceviche.
I can't believe he released that video
That's what I was
himself.
about to say.
Dark
Yeah,
secret.
I don't even think Batman could beat that type of information out of me, bro. And I made this bag off of feet selling photos.
No one's just laying on the ground, broken fucking spine. Like, I won't say.
I won't tell you the source
of this bag.
Like, why does it look like you just robbed a bank? I'm not telling you. Gonna have to find where I got this money.
That's really funny.
The AirPods one is fired.
And Tony's fucking hilarious.
God.
Man has this app.
Yo, brother.
He's tracking down his
I hate to be the
AirPods.
bearer of bad news. I'm pretty sure you have my AirPods in, my friend. Hey, brother. Hey, I'm pretty sure they are my AirPods.
Imagine getting in this predicament.
But I've been tracking you down. Yeah, you can fuck up. No, bro. I'll call the police. I've got tracking, bro. I've tracked it. Look, I can show you on my iPhone.
Great, track it. Call the police.
Why? Well, don't just steal my fucking AirPods, bro. You can't just steal them.
They're not yours.
Well, okay. Can you just confirm then? Because look, it's coming up. Maybe if I've got it wrong, then I'm sorry.
You should have said, if you don't give me back my AirPods, I'm gonna get the Peaky Blinders.
Brother.
He's got the voice
Excuse me,
for it.
Bro, why are you being such a dick?
Could you imagine? Do you think those are actually his AirPods? Do you think it's like a prank?
I think it was a prank, personally.
I can't tell.
Because it was 10 yards in the opposite direction. But what do I know?
Fair.
I don't think it was a prank because why
Sounds
would
like
you?
we're getting bombed outside.
It does sound like that.
Yeah, it was.
Is that the wind?
Is the thunder.
Oh.
The thunder,
I'm
yeah.
about to pay the terrorists in rainwater. Collect the rainwater to pay back these fucking terrorists.
Maybe to just siphon them and drink because we're not going to have any drinkable water.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were talking about this before.
Yeah, we were talking about this. China. I knew about this years before, though. No fucking people, dude. Just fucking machines in their factories that manufacture shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
In China.
This one? I think we have 2 left.
Okay. Okay.
You don't have to finish. This was crazy, too. I wish I was this lucky.
Don't be putting a fucking mask on a 1st century sculpture.
They didn't know.
What the hell?
That's crazy.
A Roman portrait from Germany in Texas. That's a mouthful. They have it all set up in the museum, though.
Now, before someone's like,
man, the fact that you have this picture of it is pretty insane. A World War II photo of the sculpture.
What would you do if you found with my Buddha? If you had someone in your house, something in your house that was actually worth something.
I'd keep it forever. I'd pass it on.
I think
I'm passing down that astronaut photo.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I don't know, man. If I had one of these, I think I would start figuring out. Damn.
God, that sounds like a fucking tornado.
Jesus Christ.
Touchdown.
I'm awake now. Fuck.
Yeah. Jesus.
Damn. That shit.
How many
That
minutes?
was an earthquake.
Yeah, you guys want to end on that
what's
one?
What's the time on this?
1:51.
Yeah, I need a piss.
All right.
Anyways, great clips from the gallery. Love that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Always check your Goodwills.
It was a great episode.
It was great seeing you.
Hopefully, next time I'm more awake.
It was wonderful.
Indeed. That's all. Got nothing else. But thank you for the clips. They were really good this week.
Yep. I really enjoyed that olive one. I'm still fucking geeking about that shit.